大家好, hello everyone, welcome to episode 15 of this course. In today's lesson, we're also going to learn another two basic stroke orders of Chinese language, which are Na and Dian. In this stroke, we're also going to discuss this stroke with two or three characters. We're going to see how these characters were written or where this stroke appears in these very characters. But remember, our main point is to learn how to write Chinese characters with stroke orders or in orderly form. At the end, we're also going to discuss the meaning of those characters. We'll understand their meaning apart from learning their writings. Please make sure you have your pen and sheet of paper for practical so they can join as we are learning how to write these very characters. Stay tuned. This stroke written on the screen is Dian. Dian. Another word for this very stroke is dot stroke. We call it dot stroke. Why do we call this stroke a dot stroke? The reason was because the stroke looks exactly like a little dot that falls from top right to bottom left. Top right to bottom left. But it looks exactly like a little dot. Just look at how it is written. Although it's very simple, it's easy to write. Now, let's see how this stroke appears in one of these characters. Here is one of the commonly used Chinese character, bu. This bu is a negative prefix that means no or not. Now, let's see how to write this character with this very stroke. Beautiful. We can see that it has four stroke orders. We have Hong, which is the horizontal stroke, Pierre, Shu, and Dian. Can you trace out where the stroke is written in this very character? And also, can you observe when we are writing this very character, we didn't start our writing from Shu. We start from top to bottom. So that is the rule of writing. Let's see how to write it again. Beautiful. Now, in Chinese, if you want to say not good, something is not good, you can simply say bu hao, because bu literally means no or not. Bu hao. Then not tired, you can simply say wo bu le. Wo bu le. Now let's see another character where this stroke also appears in. This is another common Chinese number, liu, 6. Liu, 6. It has the fourth tone of Chinese language, which is the falling tone, liu. Now, let's see how this stroke, Dian, which is the one we're discussing about, how it appears in this very character. Let's see how to write the character. Beautiful. Can you trace out, can you find out where Dian is written in this very character? Can you trace it out? Beautiful. Right there. You can see the little dot, the small falling dot. That is Dian. And another thing that we can observe when writing this character, that when we write it, it also starts from top to down. The last stroke order for today is Na. Na can also be called the downward right stroke, just like an opposite of Pierre, the one we discussed previously. The one we discussed previously is downward left stroke, but this one is downward right stroke. Now, let's see how this stroke is written. You can find out that when we're writing this stroke, it is written from top to right bottom, top to right bottom, just like opposite of Pierre. But the difference is that the other one is written top to left bottom, but this is written from top to right bottom. The first very character where this stroke also appears in is also a commonly used Chinese character, which is da. Da means something big or huge. Big or huge. That is why in Chinese, when we want to say an adult, we simply say da ren, da ren, da plus ren. Ren is a person, so da ren, literally, it means big person. So a big person is an adult. Another example is you can simply say da pingguo, big apple, or da everything. Anything that is big, you represent that with da. Now, let's see how to write this very character with these very stroke orders. When we are writing this character, can you also trace out how na, where na also appears in this very character? Can you find out? And also, can you tell me how many stroke orders were in this very character? Beautiful. We have about 3 stroke orders in this very character. We have hong, pie, na. Hong, pie, na. The first one we're going to write first is hong. Hong is the horizontal stroke. Then pie, downward left stroke or the left falling stroke. And the last one, which is na. Na is the last stroke that appears in this very character, which is the downward right or the right falling stroke. Let's see the last character of today. The last character we're going to study this stroke with is this very character on the screen. That means day. Tian, days. Tian, but the character doesn't always stand alone. It always goes with one or two to mean the day we are talking about. For example, today is Jin Tian. Jin Tian is today. Yesterday is Tuo Tian. Tuo Tian. And tomorrow is Ming Tian. Ming Tian. So it always goes with some other characters to be meaningful. It's a commonly used Chinese character. It is used almost every day. Now, let's see where this stroke, na, appears in this very character. It's very simple. Can you tell me how many stroke orders we have here? Can you tell me? The character is just like the other character that we just discussed about, which is da. But da has 3 stroke orders. But here, it only has 4 stroke orders. It has hong, hong, 2 horizontal lines first, then pie and na. Pie and na is very, very simple, easy to write. If you can be able to write the first one, which is that, you can also be able to write this very character. All you need to know is to study your stroke orders. If you know the one we've studied previously, make sure you know how to write them. Make sure you know how to write them. So don't make mistakes to start from the wrong point while writing these very characters. So today, we've been able to learn how to write Chinese characters with these 2 basic strokes, na and dian. It is very easy. We've seen that writing with stroke orders is very easy and more understanding. In our next video, we're also gonna move into the lesson 2 of this discussion. We're also gonna learn new words and new things with also new basic stroke orders of Chinese language. Please, if you enjoy this lesson, kindly hit on the red subscription button, turn on your notification bell for more video updates. See you next time on our next video course. 再见, goodbye.